one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 31. Kill.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up. Heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me the ball down. He's coming. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Motion, motion, motion. Alert 3, alert 3. 6 guys.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 63 yards.
That's another Texans.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got a man. Complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
Tighten up, tighten up.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got Fuller. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it. That's what you're looking for.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd and 1 at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Silver. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Hey, check. Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
General West. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he will have a touchdown. And for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now. This one away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are able to regain the lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
They're on 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure.
It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Switch. Joker. Bang. Bang, 31. Bang. Hold the look.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Check 4. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 37. 36. 24.
On 2nd and 7, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's get it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check 9. Hey, 24. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
And that'll set him back 5. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
You're on side. 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Set. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming. Hey, switch gears. Check safety. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Anderson's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Check. Mike 50. Hey, ready? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flushed out right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all without the ball. You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Hey, we got to snap it. Watch twins.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Out. Back to the court.
Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 26-yard attempt. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This will be taken short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Alert flare. Alert 24. Get him. Get him. Shoot. Shoot. 24. Check 31.
It's Eckler again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike. 59. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. We got double up. 66. Pull it. Half. 59. Down and go.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24.
Watson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Mike, 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Huh? 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Quit talking about it.
Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
So we got check nickel. 55. Switch.
Running on first down, Eckler. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
set. I get it. To the car. Alert.
On first down, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Undercrunch. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 64 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Check 15. Check 55. Check. 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 24. Check 3. Check 3. 24.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, it's Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Darnold on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Hey, watch it.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 29.
In your face.
Line him, go. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is caught by Jackson. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watch the right. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. All righty. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Switch.
On first down, Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry.